And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Bucs at 13-2 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Evan Ingram, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw is Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught by Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 35 and just from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. This is caught by Evans, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Mahomes going to throw.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. But they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A handoff to Fournette. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 61 yards. And the Bucs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now here's Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On the return is Williams. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Rodgers to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Now Rodgers.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again. And
oh, no, he lost the football. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a